Hey, it's Grant Knoche. I'm a singer, songwriter, and producer. Make sure to tune into my live interview with Stephen Cuco this Friday on Power 98.5. See you there.
We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5. You're listening to Power 98.5, powered by United Angels Dream, your number one resource for public relations, entertainment, and multimedia. Contact them today at unitedangelsdream.com.
Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Lately when we conversate, the tension level so high. Hard to replicate what we started with. I'm getting so tired. We were bound to break, making the same mistakes. There's no one left to go. But here you are trying to go and defy everything we know. These emotions, they don't go past my skin. They stay where they are.
My favorite song by Grant Knoche. You're live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this afternoon. It's a beautiful day out today. And Grant, how's your day going, my friend?
My day's going pretty good. Just woke up. I have a new puppy in the household, so I'm dealing with him and trying to train him. So it's been quite the energetic day already.
What's your puppy's name?
His name is Blue, which is fitting because, my big theme is, the color blue, and my EP is called Color Me Blue. So, and he's a blue-nosed pit bull. So it kind of, all works together.
I love it. That is so cool. I've got to go back to your Instagram. If memory serves me correctly, you should have some videos up, don't you, of training him or so? I think I'm getting really excited about it because I was watching this show on Netflix. And it's this guy that, comes into households of, dogs that aren't trained, and he trains them. And so I was just watching everything he's doing. And so I was like trying to, replicate it with my dog and stuff. So I got out this box and was teaching him, sit and like how to, break off of it, different things like that, and lay down. So we're getting there. It's getting there. So. How's the peeing and pooping? Any accidents?
Yeah, definitely some accidents, but, he's pretty good. When I bring him out, he goes right away, and then he will come back in, probably because, I'll wake him up in the middle of the night to go out and it's cold out. So he's like, let me just get this done and go back inside. So yeah, everything's doing good with him.
Oh, I'm happy for you. Honestly, it sounds like you've got some good, healthy, distractions, but opportunities for, this time and waiting to get out there and start touring again.
No, definitely. Yeah. I mean, honestly, this whole last year has just been, it's kind of like a blessing in a way, as much of like a, curse it's been. It's been a blessing too, because I'm like, I've been able to finish up so much music and so much, get so many things rolling. Because even before it, I had, just so many things going on and, the everyday life that I would get kind of a little bit distracted and be like, oh, okay, I need to work on this today. And then I'd be like, oh, wait, but this is happening. I got to do this. And then it, kind of pulls away from it. And so I think like even with finishing up my last EP, Color Me Blue, I've just been able to really, knock it all out and, even starting to write new music right now and just trying to finish up a lot of that right now.
So for those who are tuning in, we have Texas-bred as it's written in your bio, but yet you're in LA right now.
Yeah. So I lived in Texas for like 15 years of my life. And I was born there. And then about 3 years, I moved to Los Angeles.
You're currently 18, right?
I am, yeah.
So you've been doing this as the information my assistant sent over to me, 10 years old?
I have, yes, I have. So when I was 10 years old, I auditioned for a group called Kids Bop. And so, have you heard of Kids Bop?
I did on a TikTok video. I don't know if you saw it, of the woman who swore through the window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how I knew about. Yeah.
the Kids Bop Karen lady. Yeah. Yeah, so basically Kids Bop was a kids group who, would take popular songs on the radio and we'd re-sing them and, repurpose the lyrics for kids. And so I got into that when I was 10 years old, and there was 4 kids, including me. And so it was an amazing experience because I was in it for 3 years. We toured, United States and did 162 shows in 48 states and 123 cities or something. And so they're like hour and a half live shows of singing and dancing. So it was just like, it was really great, especially at that young age, to like learn how to, perform on a stage in front of an audience and like how to connect with an audience. And like even, little things like I'd come off stage and my dad would be like, don't forget about, about the balcony up there. Like I just learned so much from it, and even getting to record all the albums for it and, just all that kind of stuff was amazing. But after that, I moved to LA in about maybe like 2000. Oh, no. Yeah. After that, I was coming back and forth from Texas for a while. And I just started, making some friends out here and just, coming out and recording some demos. And I kind of found through doing that I was like, I don't feel like I'm connecting with these demos as much as I'd want to. And so that's why I started, producing myself and just trying to make music on my own. And so actually the first song that I produced myself was my song Emotions, which you were playing. Mm-hmm. So that was, a cool start to, I guess, my journey of like being confident and like, okay, I can actually do this, and actually can, make music on my own.
Do you ever find that you get compared to Shawn Mendes because you look like him?
Really?
I was watching your video. Let's see here. I was watching. It was on your site, Dial Tone. I was watching. I was like, dang, you look a lot like Shawn Mendes.
Okay, yeah. I guess like I'm trying to picture it now. I can kind of see it now.
Okay.
But I've had like maybe one person recently said it to me, and I was like, Shawn Mendes, what? It's like, no, but you know what? I guess it's becoming more common.
Before we go into, right now I'm doing 2 live drops. Emotions is going to be one because, as I told you before we came live on air, that's one of my favorite songs. I want you to pick the other one, and then maybe for what it's worth, because we can do a third one if you want. So with that being said, the silver or gray hair, what prompted you to do that? Because I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah. So, I've had the same haircut since I was 7. So I was like, okay, I really need to change this up. And so I've always been like, I think before I did the silver hair, I was doing, like the frosted tips bit, and, highlights and things like that. And I was like, okay, let's just try something else and, go for it. And so, went to Dallas and got my hair colored and was just like, okay, well, now I'm stuck with it. So let's just, ride it out. And I ended up having it for like a year and I just loved it.
It looks really good. Really, really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
Let's see here. You were part of a dance group called Boy Squad.
Yeah, I was.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. So, man, that was a while ago. I was so it was called Boy Squad, and we did a show on Verizon's Go 90 network. Mm-hmm. And so it was kind of like a reality dance TV show in a way. But, I've been really good friends with the boys in it for like a long time because I would come out to LA and do some dance classes and just have gotten to meet them, that's wrong grammar, meet them and just, got along really well with them. And so we ended up doing that Boy Squad thing together, and we just basically every week we'd learn a new dance and, go perform it somewhere. And so it was really, really cool. It was interesting. I loved it.
How do you feel now, graduated from school with a solid career, and you're going to be going places, big, big, big places?
Thank you, man. Thank you. I actually feel good about it, because so I did real school
up until fifth grade, and so from sixth grade and on, I did homeschool. And so I was, doing homeschool while we were touring with Kids Bop and everything like that. But I think like near the end, I was just getting so tired of it. I was like, hey, I want to be working on my music, getting that stuff out. And then I'm over here having to have, a test done by this time, or, submit different portfolios or things like that. And so I'm so glad that's over. I tested out early and did the CHESP test for California, so I was able to test out of school early, which was great, and I love that. But yeah, so it allows so much more time for music and what I actually love doing.
For those who are tuning in, we have Grant Knoche. He is an incredible young artist. I'm going to say don't compare him to. I'm not comparing him, but he does look like Shawn Mendes just a little bit. He is a singer, songwriter, producer, and an actor. Can we say that you are an actor?
Yeah. I've done some acting roles in the past. I'm currently auditioning for a lot of things, and it was really cool. Maybe like 2 years ago or so, I had auditioned for Steven Spielberg's West Side Story and got to, fly out and meet him and everything. So that was just literally so cool. It was such an amazing, opportunity. And then I think I was down to like the last two for it and ended up waiting like 5 months or something, and then ended up not getting it. But, that's how the industry works, and you just got to move on, and, doors close for a certain reason and other ones open up. So, I mean, you know what, when I really think about it, I probably wouldn't have been able to release my last EP if I had, gotten that, because I just wouldn't have had that same time frame to do it all, So things happen for a reason.
And here's the thing. You had a moment of reflection. You felt that, you believe it, and you acknowledge it, and now you've moved on, because you really are heading towards a very large platform. What does that mean? How does it look? I have no idea, but all I know is when I pick someone to interview, there's something there. And for you being so very young, I believe that age is going to work in your favor, to where time for some reason feels like it's on your side. One way or another, time works in your favor, and you've got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it's so, it's kind of hard sometimes, because I can, look and go, man, how this takes so long, because I think from an outside perspective, people can go, wow, that's happening so fast, or you got so many things going on, but throughout the whole process, I know how long it's taken to get to even the point I'm at now, and even how much farther I have to go and how much more work there is to go there. And so, I mean, I was even watching that, the Billie documentary the other day, and just watching like her at Coachella or things like that. And I'm like, that's where I want to be, and I was like, that's, a big road to get there, but I was like, I'm so ready for it,
You are. And, processing what you're saying, I believe, or what I'm hearing is, you're not hard on yourself. It's just, once again, it's that time. It's all about that time game. Everything is timing. Yeah.
I think it's a weird thing. I think it's like a push and pull a little bit. Like I can be super hard on myself, but at the same time, I can try to be like more of a realist and go, okay, things don't happen overnight. When you look at other artists that, things do happen like that. Like even, again, watching the Billie documentary, everyone's like, oh, it happened overnight, but really it's like a slow burn to the, the top. So it's like, I have to be a realist with certain things and go, okay, it's not going to happen just like, the snap of fingers. It's going to happen, with hard work and, keep progressing through it all and everything like that. So yeah.
The number one advice I can share with you is, in your best interest, not saying you do this, Grant, age should never be a matter to determine or to judge you in any way. So industry, out of industry, wherever you go, just because you're 18 years old doesn't mean you're limited. It doesn't mean you're a child.
Definitely.
It doesn't mean you can't go places. You guys are the future. I say this all the time. You're Gen Z. You and millennials, you guys have more common sense than people my age and older than me, for crying out loud.
Thank you.
So if anyone brings up the age card, I hope you have a McDonald's cheeseburger available and just tell them to go shove it up their ass.
Will do.
There you go.
I'll say, here, this is from Steven. He told me to do this.
And those who know me best know that that's exactly what I would say.
Yeah, that's really funny. No, I'm actually, I think it's so cool how even, kind of it's all evolved, because I feel like maybe like 10 or 20 years ago, like that's not what it would be. Like, I feel like kids would be looked down, oh, you're a kid, that stuff. But I think it's so cool how, time has evolved and like everything, different things are changing and allowing, the younger generation to kind of like be like, I can do this, or I can, have more motivation with certain things,
Absolutely.
It's so cool.
I'm going to go into this live play. I'm super excited to play my favorite song by Grant Knoche, Emotions. This debuted in 2019 that I read.
Yep.
Okay. You did perform over 160 shows in America.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment for someone so young, and this is why I say no one has the right to play the age card with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, you ready for the live?
We're ready.
Live drop, Emotions by Grant Knoche.
Lately when we conversate, the tension level so high. Hard to replicate what we started with. I'm getting so tired. We were bound to break, making the same mistakes. There's no one left to go. But here you are trying to go rectify everything we know. These emotions, they don't go past my skin. They stay where they are, away from you. These emotions, they don't care about your sins. They stay where they are, away from you. Funny how you call me up and pretend like nothing ever happened. Only time you say my name is when I meet somebody new, yeah. We were bound to break, making the same mistakes. There's nowhere left to go. But here you are trying to go rectify everything we know. These emotions, they don't go past my skin. They stay where they are, away from you. These emotions, they don't care about your sins. They stay where they are, away from you. Couldn't fight it, couldn't fight it. Not electric, not electric. I'm not yours, even if you're bleeding. I can drag myself through this. You saw me with someone else's kisses. Now you want me back. I'm not yours, even if you're bleeding. I can drag myself through this. You saw me with someone else's kisses. Now you want me back. These emotions, they don't go past my skin. They stay where they are, away from you. These emotions, they don't care about your sins.
Perfection, perfection. You just heard Grant Knoche, Emotions, debuted in 2019. Grant is a singer, songwriter, producer, actor, and he was dubbed by ones to watch as one of today's finest rising pop stars. Well, you're not rising, you already rose.
Thank you.
How did it feel to hear that live?
You know, it was actually really funny. I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, this is the first time I've heard this song in a while. Because, like, I don't normally go back and, like, listen to my stuff. Because, I mean, when I'm producing it, I've heard it, like, 200 times, you know? So it's so funny to hear it again, you know, and especially if not doing a show within, like, the last year. It's interesting. It's funny.
With the producing, the songwriting, everything, and like you said, you rarely go back, if at all. How is the experience when you're touring and you're singing the same music, the song, over and over and over again in different locations? Once again, you got over 160 tours in America alone. How do you process this?
Yeah, so I mean, I think every time, I mean, I wouldn't want to put out a song unless I wasn't, you know, in love with the song at first. So, you know, every single time I perform it, you know, I'm just enjoying, you know, the moment and singing it and everything. But I think probably one of the biggest things is, I was actually just talking about this the other day, is that with every city you go to, it's interesting to see how different people, you know, react to your songs. And like, there'll be, you know, one city that will sing along with you, or there'll be another city that, they're like, you know, just standing, or, you know, different things like that. But it's interesting because I feel like anywhere you tour, like, the energy and the vibe is always, you know, different. And so I don't think it's ever like, it's never like a rerun or something. It's, you know, it's always changing, you know, which is really cool, which, you know, helps me a lot because I get bored very, very quick. So, like, even if I'm running, or, like, I can't go on a treadmill really because I just see the same thing. So it's really a nice, you know, change to see, you know, different things happening, which is really cool.
We're going to go in song number 2, live drop. You're picking it.
I'm picking it?
You're picking
Okay.
it. What do you want to, what would you want me to play, and why?
Ooh. I'm going to say probably Don't Make Me Make You Cry. I think that's definitely one of my favorites. Why? I think Don't Make Me Make You Cry was one of my first songs so all of my songs that I've written are, like, before that song. You know, I've never been in a relationship before or anything like that, you know, so a lot of those different songs I'm writing are, you know, from talking to my friends or talking to my family, or, you know, just kind of, you know, seeing things happening around me and just kind of writing from, you know, that perspective. And so with, you know, Don't Make Me Make You Cry, that was one of the first songs that, like, I actually wrote about, you know, my life and everything happening, you know, right in front of me. And so I think I just really connected with that song. And so it has, like, a special, I don't know, a special tone to it in a way, you know, that really resonates with me. So we're going to do that one.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Don't Make Me Make You Cry by Grant Knoche.
It's just how it's meant to be. I've been there for you. Gotta know that doesn't mean I want something more. Just something in between. So don't say it. Don't say it. 'Cause I want us to stay friends. Friends who go too far just end. So can we just pretend I don't know too much, so we don't lose touch? No, I don't wanna know. Don't tell me, I know how it's gonna go. Don't tell me I love you but not like that. We do it, we can't go back. Don't make me make you cry. I wish I could change, but feelings can't be tamed. It's been crazy lately, so much is in the way. I wish I could fall easy like you do. And even if I wanted to, I'd never be the one for you. Cause I want us to stay friends. Friends who go too far just end. So can we just pretend I don't know too much, so we don't lose touch? No, I don't wanna know. Don't tell me, I know how it's gonna go. Don't tell me I love you but not like that. We do it, we can't go back. Don't make me make you cry. We're already too close. Don't wanna watch us go up in smoke. Don't wanna change the way that we act, lose everything we have. Don't make me make you cry. Don't make me make you, don't make me make you cry. Don't make me make you, don't make me make you cry. Cry. Cry.
Excellent choice. Excellent.
Thank you.
And what a great inspirational story to back that up so that we all understand exactly what you put into this as an artist. And it's not just sitting there, you know, asking yourself, what do I write today? What type of lyrics do I feel like talking about?
Yeah.
You're really bringing in that transparency.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of been a big goal of mine for a while, is, you know, being more vulnerable in music and just trying to, you know, dig deeper within every song that I try to write, you know. So
When it comes to your dad, Sean, how proud is he of you, and how much does he show it every single day? Because I sure
my
hope
gosh.
he does.
yeah, I mean, he definitely does. He's amazing because he is like, I love how he plays like good cop and bad cop at the same time. He's amazing because he'll, you know, praise me and he'll, you know, sell, you know, say good stuff. But then I also love the side of him where he'll, you know, give really straight up opinions, and, you know, even if I don't like to hear it, he's like, you know, will tell me. And, you know, that's same with you know, my mom. They're both super you know, supportive, which I'm so grateful for. You know, and even with my mom, she's the same way. She'll, you know, say, man, it's so good, I love this, and she'll listen to songs on repeat all the time, but then she'll also, you know, buckle down and go, okay, no, I think this could be, you know. So it's great to have that, you know, those people on the side that will go, no, I think this could, you know, just kind of to bounce ideas off of, or to go, what do you think about this, you know. So they're so supportive, and I'm, you know, love them so much.
Should we add in that you do have a brother?
I do. We should add that in. Yeah. My brother's name is Hunter, and he's incredible too. So this is very cool. He's been drumming since 1.5. And so he's like my default drummer, like always going to be there. Like, so whenever I tour, that's, you know, he's going to be on tour with me. And so that's so cool, because it's like having a best friend on tour, really, you know. So I'm excited for that.
Does he do music as well?
He does, yeah. Not like artist. Yeah, not like artist. But he's been drumming since 1.5, and he's been in, you know, a few different bands. He was in like a band called Flyway Hero. And then, you know, he was like in Drumline and, you know, all that stuff. So he's honestly been a very big inspiration to me for music, you know, because I remember when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, I don't like rock or anything like that, you know. And then he had shown me just some different bands, and even recently that, you know, the Tool album had come out maybe a year ago or more than that. And so he was always playing it in the car. And I've noticed how, like, even on like time signature stuff, or, you know, just different ideas, like I've picked up on those certain things. Or even like he showed me, you know, 21 Pilots way before, you know, they were blew up with, you know, Stressed Out or anything like that. So, I mean, he's just been a huge musical inspiration for me. And it's so cool, you know, because we're so close, and, you know, we're 5 years apart, and we're so, you know, so close. So I love that.
We're going to do something right now. Let's go ahead, and we're going to dial in. I would like to dial in and get your perspective of what would you like to share to those that are listening and to future listeners of this show and this segment. The best thing you've ever learned that you wish you hadn't learned, but you're going to say, this is my experience, if you like to share, to help make someone's life easier so they don't make the same mistake.
So something I've learned that I wish I hadn't learned.
That you wish you hadn't learned. It doesn't have to, something you've learned, if I'm just adding in there, something you wish you hadn't learned, but it was one of those, wow, I didn't realize how talented I was. I didn't realize how capable I was or that I am. Something that really surprised you about yourself that you can share in that experience to help make someone's life easier or even better and inspire them to not feel like a failure or to give up hope.
Yeah. Wow, that's a really good question. Man, that's a thinker right there. I'm going to have to say, I think learning, I think like discovering, I guess, the confidence within myself to do, to produce and songwrite, my own stuff. I think that was a big, stepping stone for me, or, just stone in general for me, because it was like, I think before that, I kind of said earlier, but like I was, going around and recording different demos that, songs other people had written. And this is maybe like 2016 or something. So I was recording different songs that other people had written, and I just was not connecting with them the way I wanted to. I mean, I love the songs. They're really cool songs, but you know when you feel a song in your heart and you're like, hey, that's special, or, something like that. And so I had gone home one night and I was just like, I'd previously I've been like messing around in Logic since I was 11. So I kind of knew my way around it. And so then I went home and I was like, I'm just going to give this a shot. And so that was the night that I wrote, Emotions. But I guess like, something that I've learned from just the whole process is, you got to do it all yourself. You can't rely on other people to do things for you. And, I think to a certain point you can, but I'm saying like, if it all needs to start with you and your own drive, so like for me, like this last 4 years, like, I mean, I had a manager, but a lot of it I was just, doing myself. So I was doing the PR, the ads, going out and, getting everything mixed and mastered. And then I come up with, the music video ideas, and we'd shoot it and then I'd edit it. And, so it was just a constant grind the whole time. And it's like been so cool because I'm so appreciative of, when people are like, hey, I'll shoot this music video for you, different things like that. Like it makes me, understand so much more. And, I wouldn't change it for the world in a way, because it's made me, want it and go for it and even more. And it's made me realize it myself, like, this really is what I want to do, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing all that stuff.
See that? I'm glad my question made sense, but there you go. You went deep. We are going to do, because you deserve it, we're going to do one more song before we close out.
All right.
You're going to pick it. And thank you again for the transparency in that share, because not many people get to really hear your story. And when they do, especially in the media, it can tend to be diluted and your narrative isn't really expressed in a way that you want. So thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, this has been really, really cool. I mean, I'd love to chat even longer if we were to, but it's been really great talking to you. And, yeah.
We've got to give people a reason to come back now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. We're going to do another song. I've got the list here. What should we play and why?
I'm going to say this is so hard. This is like choosing out all my babies. This is
you got a lot
hard. I know I do. I'm like, I pulled up my Spotify so I can look at every single one and like look down the list and go, oh, this one, oh, this one. I'm gonna go with "Color Me Blue" just because "Color Me Blue" is the title track of my EP, and so I guess it's that's a big thing for me. My EP, first debut EP. So
we're going to go ahead and play that one.
There we go. And it's the name of your dog, too. Your new puppy.
Yeah. Yep.
Color Me Blue by Grant Knoche.
Saw you walking by me on the street one day, talking like we only had good memories. Always been like you to try to fake a smile. Honesty never really been your style. Don't color me blue. Just watch what I'll do. This should be love, but look what you've done. Don't color me blue. How's it feel to see me everywhere you go? Sinking in the feeling of the fate you chose. Truth is, you were a ball and chain, drag you around like baggage. I let you hold me down, run your mouth till I've had it. Don't color me blue. Just watch what I'll do. This should be love, but look what you've done. Don't color me blue, color me blue. Don't color me blue. I look down at you, loving the view. Don't color me blue. How does it feel to see me everywhere you go?
Nice. Taking us into that brand new dimension of yours. Wow. So different from the other two.
Yeah, definitely.
I got to put that on a top 40. No BS. Seriously.
Thank you.
I did. As I told you before, we started. Got to abide by Sound Exchange's rules. I don't mind. Got to follow the law, especially in this industry. If I could do more than 3, I would. But I know I definitely have Color Me Blue that is going in rotation. I know for a fact Emotions, and I believe the third one my team ended up adding is Don't Make, excuse me, let me get it straight. Don't Make Me Make You Cry.
It's a tongue twister.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, believe me, when I first wrote it, I was like, don't. It was tricky, so I don't blame you.
I am so honored to have you here today, live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Before we close out, Grant Knoche is an incredible, and most talented young, not upcoming, he already is, sensational artist. He's a singer, songwriter, producer, actor, 18, and it comes across as someone who's between 25 to 30. So I can see why you were doing your PR and videos and stuff, because you are your own, what we called years ago, a brick house. You've got all the goods wrapped up in one person.
Thank you so much. That's so nice.
I do want to give a shout out. You're very welcome to Josh Lovelace, your manager.
Yeah. Yes.
Hard at Working Group. Incredible rep. Incredible.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any shout outs you want to give before we close, my friend?
Ooh, I'm going to say shout out to my family, mom, dad, and brother. I'll say shout out to Brooke Williams, Jack Newsome, Ellie Williams, and Tyler Shammy, and Justin Herget, and John Greenham. Sorry, that's it.
Okay. We're gonna want to get this.
It's a lot there.
No, it's not a lot. This is you. This is all for you. This is your show. This is your time. This is your effort. This is what we need to have you recognized by. You know what? Spotify, stop putting in commercials while I'm trying to do another song live. I want to close out with Color Me Blue. I'm really hyped about this track. So I'm here waiting for the little commercial to get done. I told Josh, I said, I love using, which I agree. Spotify is the best. When we go live, I prefer it better than having the MP3 or anything, because it really, it just stays in succinct. It just stays in succinct. It doesn't skip. It doesn't stop. We have no buffering issues. Spotify is the best.
Yeah, it's so good. I think they're coming out with like a hi-fi streaming thing later this year, which is like, I guess, non-compressed, audio, which would be really cool.
There you go. Well, I'm going to do another shout out. Again, Josh deserves it. Josh Loveless at Hard at Working Group. I'm going to add a .com. Go there. The roster is just superb. Also, I'm going to give a shout out to Angel Cintron and Steve Nava, who are two of the most highly sought after photographers in today's fashion industry, collectively known as Sonava. I'm going to add in Sonava Photography. They are prized for their highly produced editorial images that are creative, edgy, artistic, and fresh, and often drawn from their own environment. People, locations, lighting, colors, wardrobes, they combine them all to develop a story that is told within a single image. And I'm going to tell you, Grant, in all honesty, you ever need upcoming photos, I would love to set you up with them. They're out of San Francisco, but you're in Texas. But they take COVID very, very seriously, and they are someone I definitely would like to set you up with if you would, want to check them out or get a different perspective. That'd
be awesome. I'll definitely check them out. Yeah,
Cinava, Cinava. I can always send you their Instagram when we get done. I'll send that to you.
Just shoot that over. Yeah. Thank you.
Any final thoughts, my friend?
Thank you so much for having me on, man. It's been great talking to you. Would love to do it again sometime.
Oh, we definitely are. Color Me Blue by Grant Knoche. Hold the line, Grant. Don't hang up. I'm going to talk to you a little bit.
Cool.
How does it feel to see me everywhere you go?
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.